welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, huānyíng and if you're a returning subscriber, hi, péngyǒu. Let's get into today's video. Today, I'll read for you my journal entries from like 2-3 years ago. Bear with me. I was a feeler back then, okay? It makes you happy. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. I agree. But it's easier said than done. But I mean, I have to try, you know. What does the real start? Okay. 7th May 2022. You might be wondering, nilitoa wapi tabia ya kuandika vitu na feel na dating. I mean, kuandika date. This is what I mean. Hey, nataka kusoma. Like, yeah, dating, you get. Then, the very end of that entry was point is I think writing dates is hot and helps you see how much you've grown. Okay, bye. 20th May 2022, the last day of the semester. It was on a Friday. Well, it's currently 5 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. Nimetoka kwa a friend of mine. Blah blah blah. Just finished 2.2 paper. It's pretty hectic. Yada. Oh, hold on. I actually got into a car accident in the year 2022. I think on April 20th. Yeah. Anyway, that's a story for another day. 31st May 2022. It's currently 11:05 a.m. First time home during the days since I came back home. I just rearranged my room for I think the 17th time in 3 years. That's crazy though. But I've always had this thing. Well, I just rearrange everything. Let me read this. Beautiful words that describe obscure emotions by I think Emmy Stone. I'm not sure. He used to be on TikTok. So yeah, that's why I got this. All credit to him. Dysomania. The irrational fear that someone is upset with you, that although you did nothing wrong, your mind feeds into your insecurities, leaving you with more and more reasons to not accept that maybe people love you for who you are and nothing else. And that is just sad. Also, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the words correctly, so let's not do that. Let's not do the whole, oh, you mispronounced that. Let's not do that, okay? Phagophobia. The fear that the connections you have with other people will slowly disappear as time goes on. That one by one, you won't call that person with good and bad news. That one day you'll only think back at the times you shared together in sadness. Damn. Kinophobia. The fear that you are an ordinary being, that despite wanting to be extraordinary, you are mind-numbingly, sickeningly, and painfully ordinary, leaving you wondering if people can find qualities in you to love or miss. I think that's sad. Ayoche. The anxiety of being an individual. The realization that you've never felt comfortable being you, leaving you to question if you'll ever look in the mirror and feel comfortable with the person staring back at you, questioning every decision or feeling that you've had about yourself. Iron sick, feeling hollowed out, unconfident and full of anxiety due to excessive exposure to technology, that despite knowing most of it is fake and inauthentic, you can't help but feel insecure about every aspect of your life compared to others. That, it resonates though, it resonates. Yuyi, the longing to feel things intensely again, as if somewhere along the way you simply forgot what it's like to be passionate, to care about something more than yourself, to be able to tell yourself that you are happy, you're truly happy, and feel love. 1st June 2022, this beautiful words that describe obscure emotions. Mulgrew, I don't know. Being afraid that you've been mentally deranged, weird or unlikable your whole life, and everyone around you knows it, but none of them mention it to you directly because they don't want to hurt your feelings or make you feel bad about who you truly are. Damn, that's sad. Let's get some lip balm. Anastasia, what? This. Can you read that? I don't know. But that, I don't know the pronunciation. I don't know most of the pronunciation of this word. So, like I said, bear with me. Anastasia. The anxiety of not knowing the real you, realizing that your personality is often dictated by making the people around you comfortable and happy, leading you to question if you are living life only for your loved ones or if you are just too scared of being rejected for being you. Damn. Dolonia, the fear felt when people genuinely like you that you can't fathom why, wondering if they have you confused for someone who you believe they deserve, someone who doesn't have the qualities you hate the most about yourself. Girl. Oh, no, let's not do that, no, what? That was crazy though. Yeah, this is the year that everything changed, by the way. Haha, this is the day. It's my birthday. 12th June 2022. It was on a Sunday. Well, it was a really, really long entry. You can. It was this, and this. How many pages are those? 5 pages, bro. Then, the last page. Let me read the last page. Anyway, my 20th birthday sets the record for being the most depressing birthday so far. It's the beginning of a new era, and it starts that ton of depression and falling out with everyone I know. Well, Klaus said it first. There's the briefest moments before we kill, where we literally hold their life in our hands and then rip it away, and we are left with nothing. So gathering people's letters or writing their names on a wall is a reminder that in the end we are left infinitely and utterly alone. Wait, sijamaliza vizuri. So gathering other people's letters or writing their names on a wall is a reminder that in the end we're left infinitely and utterly alone. Yeah, anyway, a roller coaster, but it's okay. We're gonna be fine. And we were. We became fine. Yeah, life happened and we were okay. Then I signed out by saying, let the 20s era begin. Respectfully and disrespectfully. Well, it was 12th, yeah? And this is the 14th. Yeah, the 14th. I finished by saying, listening to Classic 105, feeling happy and satisfied with myself. Might buy a Red Bull to celebrate. I'm so happy, gosh. I was depressed as hell on like 2 days before. What's that? Beautiful words put together that I didn't know I needed. I have no idea. Then there's ardently.austin on Instagram. I believe I got some of these from that page. Let me read this. My love language is pops your nose, sits so that our legs are touching, pokes your foot in my foot, ruffles your hair, pokes you, walks close so we occasionally brush leans against you when I'm tired. Drawing little hearts on someone's arm is a love language. I agree. Damn. Now I have really known suffering and I have survived. I am alone. Unloved plus without someone to love. Damn. The thing I feared the most in this world. I have touched bottom and survived. And I survived. Nakapitia though. If you are intolerable, let me be the one to tolerate you. Okay? This is funny. I'm not used to being loved. I wouldn't know what to do with it. But it's sad though. It's sad. It's sad yet funny. Listen. My love is literally the strongest and greatest pet name in existence. It's literally nothing better than someone calling you that. Especially when things are soft and quiet and they look at you with utter adoration and whisper, "What's the matter, my love?" Or, "I hope everything is okay with you, my love." Oh my gosh! Like, oh my gosh! I ask, do not disappear. Who was I talking to? What's this? Oh, I think my hoodie is dirty. I need to wash it. Do not touch it. Usitaje, guy. Hot chocolate, a warm blanket, and a good movie or book can solve all my problems. Sorry, I unpacked all my trauma. Do you still wanna kiss? Do you? 21st June. The person who was involved with this, who the subject of the journal entry does sound like more of an accounting thing, but the main subject of this, let's call it diary entry, I read it out to them and they were like, "Me, I never said that." But I'm like, "You can evidence for Kalatas. What do you mean?" But it was funny. Whatever I wrote here, it was really funny. Then, Miss Matches is on my ear, guy. That is sad. Then there is this or that. We take stuffed animals very seriously in this house. You're laughing. I told you a joke and you're laughing. I love you. What was that? I love you. Pretty better shut the fuck up before I look at you one day and feel bomb and realize I'm falling in love with you, bro. I'm serious. Quit it, dude. Quit it. Oh my god, this is sad. How do you tell people? How do you tell them that you're exhausted even though you slept for 10 hours? How do you tell them that you need a break from talking and smiling and simply being near them? How do you tell them that although you love them, you so desperately need to be alone tonight? Sad. But there are some really funny entries in here, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'll also try. This is 2024. I started learning Chinese in 2024 around February. But I was trying to like journal in Chinese. Also, I have no recollection of this happening in 2024. What do you mean? Anyway, let me read this. First things first, I have a cut tomorrow because I have to study for Argentine all day. For that day, was a good one. Then the rest of the time, I need to prepare for my R presentations. It should be Liang presentations and MRP as well, and study for my final exams. For my final, as in my 4.2 exams. Oh, that was 7th May. Hey, but the 2024 pia nilikuwa nakapitia, especially early 2024. Yo. Then there's this entry that I didn't finish. Is it weird that a kid is afraid? What? Is afraid what? The continuation of beautiful words that describe obscure emotions. Okay, foiled sick. Feeling ashamed after revealing a little too much of yourself to someone, allowing them to clear a view of your pettiness, your anger, your cowardice, your childlike vulnerability, wishing that you didn't have a deep disdain of who you think you actually are. Beautiful words that describe obscure emotions, immerences. The maddening inability to understand why someone loves you, that although you hear their words and you feel their emotions, you think about who you are and can't fathom the thought that people love you unconditionally, as you are a con artist whose days are numbered. What? I need to read that again. I need to read that again. Take it from the very top. Beautiful words that describe obscure emotions, immerences. The maddening inability to understand why someone loves you, that although you hear their words and feel their emotions, you think about who you are and can't fathom the thought that people love you unconditionally, as you are a con artist whose days are numbered. That's sad, man. That is just utterly sad. Also, the beautiful words that describe obscure emotions is by Ewi Stone on TikTok. At least used to be on. I don't know if it's still there. I'm yet to check. Then there's this really sad. I got this from péngyǒu from TikTok as well. It's called Drive Through. Allow me to read it out for you. I knew I hit rock bottom when the only person who seemed to care was a fast food worker. I rolled up to the drive-thru at 1:45 and he asked me how I was. I hadn't been asked that in what felt like an eternity, so I answered honestly. I said, it's been a rough night. He said, well, you've come to the right place. And in that moment, as dumb as it sounds, I felt cared about, something that I hadn't felt in forever. Sure, I'd been fake cared about. I'd had empty huānyíng asked through gritted teeth, abandoned I'm here for yous placed out of pity. But if I disappeared off the grid, an eye wouldn't bat and a grin wouldn't fade. But maybe that fast food worker would care with the fries that he made. Maybe he'd wonder why my eyes were so filled with heart. Maybe he'd ask if I wanted a burger with that shit too. The way I wish somebody would ask me if I wanted a hug with my shitty night in that drive-thru. That's sad. Some other, I don't know where I got this from. To the person I am today, I promise I'll start loving you again. I just need to remember how it feels to be proud of you, to look in the mirror and be in awe of you. I just need to remember what it's like before I told you you weren't good enough. I buried you alive, piling doubt and loathing onto your body like a soil. like a soil, like soil. So only I can bring you back to life, and I will, I promise. Sometimes things just happen and you don't get to know the why. You just expected to move on. I think I got this from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. No truly happy person feels the need to stand in front of a mirror and say that she's happy. She just is. Giving too many fucks is bad for your mental health. Ever notice that sometimes when you care less about something, you do better at it? It's true. Also, notice how sometimes when you stop giving a fuck, everything seems to fall into place. Also true. That's what you get for giving a fuck when it wasn't your turn to give a fuck. What you consider friendship is really just constant attempts to impress people. Unconditional love. I think we all deserve this. You deserve a love. What? You deserve a count on me love. I bring you coffee in the morning love. I mix you playlist kind of love. I play with your hair while you fall asleep kind of love. I stay in bed all day kind of love. I remember your favorite things kind of love. A gift just cause it reminds them of you kind of love. I smiles at you for no reason kind of love. I brings you cookies when you have crumbs kind of love. An understanding love. A love that wants to grow with you. A love that sees your unwashed hair, your crusty morning eyes, your overthinking. A love that loves you even because of it. Even more because of it. You deserve an unconditional love. A love that makes you feel safe. Oh, my birthday on the year 2023. Well, 2023 wasn't totally bad. It was alright. Oh, 2023 everyone knew about. But we never really talked about it. Yeah, I think this is the entry for my birthday in 2023. 4 pages, yeah. But it wasn't bad. Let me read it. But I'm not going to read like everything, just like the funny part. Well, what do we have here? It's not my 21st birthday. Am I sad? Yeah, maybe. Am I hurt? Yeah, maybe. Does this have anything to do with other people other than myself? Yes, definitely. Oh, that's beside the point. That's not the point. Let me show you. No, let me read out to you what I wanted to like. You see how that started? And something, entry. But I'm 21 now with a shitty ass phone. No romantic shit going on in my life. As a matter of fact, no friendship shit going on in my life. I don't know what's going on in my life. I am in my last year of campus. My stomach is feeling funny, but I'm 21. Tomorrow wet birthday. I try to scream. Oh, my head is underwater. Oh, it's really long. This video is really long. Yeah, that's it for this journal. This book actually belongs to my friend from uni. I was going to return it, but then why would I do that? I already wrote on it. Nanika Jaza, by the way. So that's it for our time together today. You've read my 2022 journal. This day I was really let me say depressed. I was really depressed back then, so but anyway, it's nice to know that I had some bit of humor, some misplaced humor here and there. I've not read everything because some things are really personal and I shouldn't be like saying them out loud on the internet, yeah. But thank you for reading my journal with me, bits of it at least. That's it for our time together today. Next Friday, same Fridah, subscribe, share, like, comment. Huānyíng guys. Bye bye.